Hi, I'm Captain Steve Chaconis with National Bass Guide Service. We have an exciting day planned for you today. We're going to teach you how to use a bait casting rod and reel. Bait casters offer a big advantage over spinning gear because you can use heavier line, heavier lures, and go where the big ones are. But they can be a lot complicated if you don't have them tuned just right. If you don't know what you're doing, they can backlash, causing you problems. But I'm going to take you step by step through casting, pitching, and we're going to show you where to use them and how to use them. That's coming up, so come on, let's go fishing. We're going to talk about casting and working with bait casting reels, but before we do, you really need to know about the anatomy of one. One of the neatest things about bait casting reels is that they're designed to fit in the palm of your hand. This can give you some leverage and also give you the ability to work baits a little bit easier. So a lot of guys prefer this on the pro tours. In addition, the line that we can handle with it is much thicker. This line is 17-pound test. It can get pretty heavy on a bait casting reel where you can't do that with spinning gear without going to a much bigger reel. In addition to that, a lot of the rods that come with bait casting reels can be heavier. That allows you to throw heavier baits like big spinner baits, big jigs, heavy duty stuff, even longer rods than you can normally get with spinning reels. So right off the bat, physically, they have a big advantage. Now, how do they work? Taking a look at some of the parts, the first and most important is the spool release. When you push your thumb on this, it releases the spool and the spool will revolve. You turn the handle and it engages, but again, pushing that button lets that spool revolve. The next thing is your drag. Your drag is this little star. You can turn it forwards or backwards, applying less or backing off on the drag that you have. But the other two key parts that you need to pay attention to are the spool adjustment cap, which is this spool right here behind the handle. You get a good look at it right here. By turning it and tightening it, it puts pressure on the spool and it can make it slow down so you don't backlash as often. The other key is being able to set the centrifugal brakes. By setting the centrifugal brakes, you remove the cover, and it usually, on each reel it's a little bit different. On this one it unscrews. These are the centrifugal brakes. They slide out when the brakes are activated, when the spool is spinning. The faster the spool spins, the more pressure is exerted on these brakes, and the brakes come in contact with this drum on the inside race right here, and that'll slow your spool down. I only have two of these brakes engaged. You can turn them on or turn them off by pulling them towards you and snapping them into place, or you could pull them out and snap them out, and now they're ready to go. You can add as many as 6 brakes. When you're learning, you might want to start off with 3 or 4. That's the anatomy of a bait casting reel. Coming up next, we'll talk about how to cast and how to pitch these wonderful reels.
To watch the other segments in this video series or for how-to videos on almost any other topic, visit monkeyseed.com.